Caitlin Clark didn't just break records, she split the seams of the stat sheet and left the numbers gasping for air. 1 game, 11 new entries in the WNBA history book, and a seismic warning to the rest of the league. The dynasty starts now, but beneath the fireworks of Clark's first ever 2010-10 season opener lurked another milestone, a defensive masterclass, and a culture shift so dramatic you could feel it vibrating through Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Strap in, because by the end of this story, you'll know why the Fever's 35-point demolition of the Sky was more than a blowout. It was a glimpse into the sport's next decade. Tiny pause, lean in, and the wildest part? We've barely scratched the surface. Picture this, opening night 2025. Ticket prices on the resale market rival playoff games. National broadcasts light up prime time, and outside the arena, scalpers joke they could sell floor seats for the price of a used car. All for a season opener. That's the Clark effect. 62 rookie year records, a rookie to sophomore leap nobody can chart, and an avalanche of hype tall enough to bury a lesser player. Yet Indiana walks in carrying more than hype. They carry scars. Last year's playoff exit still stings. The critics still mutter, flashy but fragile, and the whispers of a sophomore slump follow Clark like a stubborn shadow. Add in 6 feet 6 inches, rookie phenom Camila Cardoso freshly drafted by Chicago, plus Angel Reese's pregame promise to own the paint, and you've got tension thicker than Indiana humidity in July. But championships aren't built on paper, they're forged in nights exactly like this. Angel Reese spent all week talking paint dominance, IG captions, press hits, even warm-ups. Nobody's stopping me. Boston answers with actions. 5 blocks, 13 rebounds, 19 points, and about 4 dozen altered shots that never touch the rim. Every time Reese elevates, Boston is already airborne. One chase down swat sails into the courtside seats, and you can see Sky players glance at the scoreboard. Like, is that thing broken? By halftime, Boston has slid to 6th on Indiana's all-time blocks list, and she's played 3 seasons. The box score pops, 19-13-5. Stat geeks scramble and discover only one other player, Natasha Howard in 2014, ever posted 15-10-5 in a season opener. That's not rare air, that's vacuum. Meanwhile, Clark and Boston run a 2-person symphony. High-low dime here, skip pass there, and the pick and roll looks pre-programmed. The chemistry, instant. The result, devastating. Beat. Chicago's front court came in confident. They walk out shell-shocked. Most guard center duos dazzle on one end and survive on the other. Not this pair. Together they swat 9 shots, the most ever by any duo in a WNBA season opener. Think about that, a 6-foot guard and her 6 feet 5-inch partner matching the block numbers of Twin Tower lineups. Clark's 4 rejections set a single game career high and the opener record for point guards league-wide. She treats passing lanes like highways, zip, 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 and picks pockets when opponents get careless. Boston anchors the back line. Clark terrorizes the perimeter. Result? Chicago scores a season-low 58, and it felt worse than that. Crescendo. Yet even the block party isn't the headline, because Clark is busy assembling a triple-double that will mangle the record books. Logo 3 early in the first, crowd explodes. No look laser in the second, bench jumps. By mid-third, she's flirting with statistical history like it's an old college friend. She finishes with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Fastest player ever to hit 3 career triple-doubles. Previous record holders needed 120, 200, 565 games. Hey, Diana Taurasi. Clark, 41. But the stat that drops jaws, 9 20-point, 10-assist games in 41 tries. Taurasi matched that in 565. Courtney Vandersloot needed 430. That's not a curve being bent. That's a curve being snapped in half. Analysts used to say Clark's defense lagged. Tonight she pins that narrative to the backboard 4 times, then winks at the camera. By the 4th quarter, the entire arena is counting. 1 more board, 1 more dime. History. Let's rapid fire the damage. Largest Fever season opener. Victory margin, 2nd largest margin in franchise history. Most combined blocks by a guard center duo in a season opener. Fastest to 3 career triple doubles. Only 2010-10 opener in WNBA history, Bonner becomes 3rd all-time scorer. Clark sets point assist. Game pace record, Boston moves to 8th on Fever rebound list. Boston reaches 6th in blocks in franchise history. First time two Fever players record 4+ blocks in same game, Clark and Boston. First opener with 20-10, 10+, 15-10, 5 on same team. That's not stat padding, that's rewriting the league's DNA. Lean in, and we're still not done. Step back from the highlight reel and scan the depth chart. You've got Clark, generational playmaker, gravity warper, Boston, paint protector, mid-range assassin, locker room glue, Bonner, championship DNA, still dropping 18 a night, Natasha Howard and Sydney Colson, defensive junkies who live for gritty possessions, Brianna Turner, rim runner, chase down artist, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, snipers hitting their athletic prime, no weaknesses, no ego clashes, and a coaching staff that preaches pace and space while drilling defensive rotations till they're muscle memory. In short, balance that makes opposing scouts lose sleep. Imagine this roster after 50 games of chemistry reps. Imagine Clark's vision synced perfectly with Boston's footwork. Imagine Bonner mentoring Mitchell into a cold-blooded closer. Picture a defense that led the league in blocks, adding switch everything principles. The gap isn't closing, it's stretching. And if the Fever sustain even half of tonight's pace, the record book will need a reprint before the All-Star break. Inviting tone, and we get front row seats to watch it unfold. 11 records, 1 night, 0 doubt. The Indiana Fever didn't just light up opening evening, they flipped the axis of the entire WNBA. So here's the million-dollar question. If this was just the appetizer, what will the main course taste like? Will we get a 40-point flamethrower from Caitlin Clark next? Aaliyah Boston sending so many shots into orbit that NASA files a flight path. Dewana Bonner catching fire and breezing past Tina Charles for second on the all-time scoring ladder. By June, picture it now. Nationally televised sellouts from Seattle to South Beach, record-breaking jersey sales, and highlight reels so wild that even NBA stars are tweeting mid-game. League-wide panic buttons are being slammed already, and it's only week 1. But the biggest question isn't just how high the Fever can climb, it's how fast. Can they jump from opening night fireworks straight to a finals berth? Do we witness the first sophomore MVP since Candace Parker? How many triple-doubles does Clark stack before opponents finally admit the game plan is pray she misses? Whatever's on tap, expect it to be loud, legendary, and uploaded to every social feed within seconds. So if you're rocking with Indiana, let the world know. Drop "I've got the Fever" in the comments right now. It fuels the algorithm, shows the squad some love, and proves you were here before the Dynasty banner went up. While you're down there, hammer that like button, help fellow hoopheads find this breakdown, then slam subscribe and ring the bell so hard you wake the neighbors. Because here's the truth, every time Caitlin Clark laces up, history isn't just possible, it's practically scheduled. Half whisper, lean in. Trust me, you do not want to miss the next chapter. Still craving more? Check the description for my instant reaction podcast, behind the scenes shorts from Shoot Around, and our Discord link where Fever diehards trade hot takes in real time. Final beat, confident cadence. Stick around, stay loud, and keep that Fever burning. I'll be right here when the record books need their next rewrite. See you after the buzzer.